episode of Get a Load of This from Silver Creek Studios. I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
This is Joe, and I have one quick thing.
We are looking at you now.
We are looking at you. Hey, before we start, real quick, I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and sell my entire collection of air guitars.
Yeah?
About 300 of them.
You're going to get some air money.
I've got a couple signed. They're nice. 2014 winner, Vic Derate. He signed one. I do have, and I was thought about bringing this to you. I do have a set of air drums, complete set, signed by Tommy Lee.
Got the gong?
Daminato.
We've even got a spare guitar.
An empty slot on the wall.
The air guitar would go right.
I was going to bring a couple.
I brought it.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it in to show you guys. So anybody out there in TV land or whatever you guys are, hey, I've got a entire collection. I'll piece it out, but I'd like to sell it all at once.
All right. I think we can make that
happen. This is now it's what was that used to be on
Farm All or whatever
on KMOX on like Sunday mornings. It was like calling in. I got a 72 Toro mower missing the engine. I'll take any offer that's reasonable.
Right. Hey, I did bring one. If you guys want to hear it real quick.
Man, he is killing it over there. Yeah,
he is.
If we only had like a button to push that like played a riff.
So anyhow, if you guys are interested, let us know. Email us, all of our socials. Let us know.
Go ahead, Sam.
Fuck. I think we're on Twitter. I don't fucking know. Load this podcast. I hear that a lot.
Load this podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and load this podcast at gmail.com. And if you're watching this, you've already found us on YouTube.
On YouTube.
But we are Get a Load of this podcast.
It was great that we got YouTube to come down to video.
That's right. And you and make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. Down somewhere.
You guys are going to love it.
I don't know how YouTube fucking works.
Here, I think, or here, yeah.
People do that shit all the time.
We got,
hit that button down there. Like,
it only took like 10 months. We finally got the table built.
Yeah.
And
we he ain't got a frog in his pocket.
You know, one of us was down here for a week putting this fucker together and hooking everything up.
You're not good at calling for help.
No. Well, you know what, though? I applaud that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I give you credit. Yeah. I'm not going to physically applaud, but I verbally acknowledge.
I'm willing to put two hands together to make a noise.
So we got the new table. We got the new setup.
My belches stink, man. They're
We're facing out now.
You know what? You should tell your boyfriend to clean his dick.
That's right. Ryan's belching up Mexican food
right
over
into
here.
that one, didn't you?
I sure did.
Now you had the newer of the Mexican places, right?
Yeah.
And it was good.
It is good.
It is good. Sometimes they get a little heavy-handed with the salt, and you come out of there and like your feet swell as soon as you walk out the door. It's
right.
It was good. It's always good. It's better than the other. It's better than tequila.
I like tequilas.
Do you?
I do too. Yeah.
I'm a tequila man.
I don't know.
We went there the other day, and we had I guess there was 7 or 8 of us, so a little bit bigger table. So we had to go on the side where they have all the bigger tables. And it was slammed for some reason. Actually, I think the other place,
Casa was closed.
What was going on?
They put a new walk-in cooler because they ran out of room in their existing cooler. They had a refrigerated truck parked out back.
I seen that
because they had no room for their inventory, which is a really good sign for them. They're killing. They're always busy. There's always a wait.
Oh man, they are.
And I don't know what night is slow for
Monday.
them. Or they're closed.
We're at Tequila's, and they're slammed, and there's people in there in a big group, right? And they're just fucking loud. There's music going. Everybody's talking loud. There's this table of women that are just cackling, laughing at themselves. There's a kid on a tablet with the music turned up louder than everybody else talking.
There's a good topic right there.
What the fuck?
That people don't. I mean, they got to hear it too. Parents, if you're a parent and you have a child and you bring entertainment for your child to wherever, I don't give a shit. If it's church, if it's a baseball game,
no.
If it's,
you know what entertains you at church? Jesus.
Well, that's my point.
Nothing. You don't need fucking a thing there.
Exactly my point. That it doesn't matter where you're at. Tell your kid to either bring his fucking earbuds or just turn that shit down. You don't get sound because there's other people around and you're disturbing their fucking time.
Which I'm totally fine with at a restaurant.
Yeah.
If I see a fucking kid at church with earbuds, now I've been going to service at least once a month for my mother. I don't see that shit. If I do, I'll yank that clean out of their fucking ears. I don't give a shit. Jesus wants you to hear what he's saying. It's an hour. It's a fucking hour.
Yeah,
you can't. Get, if you can't
I'm sure
get your
it's happening
kids,
out there in some church somewhere.
If you can't get your fucking kids to act right for an hour, then you are a terrible fucking parent.
We saw at dinner tonight there was a kid sitting at the table behind us that had his parents had brought like a goddamn entertainment center.
That's a shame
and
too.
He had it was a pretty big. It was an iPad. I don't know how big they are. Whatever, 8-inch iPad or something like that. I don't know how big they are. And they had a nice little case with the stand and had that propped up on the dinner table.
Nice.
And he had his soda and he had he was all decked out and he's just parents having a conversation around him and he's just locked in on whatever the fuck it is. Right. And I'm like, what's going to be
he's always going to order his clothes from Amazon.
Well, sure, but what's that kid's kid going to do at the dinner table?
Hopefully he's watching our podcast.
Yeah. Well,
on YouTube.
So I was like, my kids are going to go. They're going to show up to, or that generation's kids are going to show up to with an Xbox. But now they have it, the Nintendo Switch, which everything's you can bring everything mobile with you.
How are you guys about that? As far as like dinner, now.
Yeah.
You go out now. If we go out,
there was a lot of phones on the table tonight at dinner with me and my two boys and my wife. And
I never pull my phone out ever.
I
normally don't even take it with me.
Yeah. No, I take it with me, but I'll take it out and I'll put it on the table just like it is now. And I generally don't look at it too much, but they're all on, especially the boys.
How about at home?
At home, the same way. I tell them, I'm like, come on, put the shit away or whatever. And then they'll say, well, you do it too. And I'm like, you're right, I do. If I hear it go off, I get a text or something, I'll pick it up and I'll look at it while we're at dinner. But they're fucking scrolling through Facebook and shit and checking, Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, that shit can wait. Number one, you were just on it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Did you think you missed something?
We don't have it. We don't have it. You don't have it at the table.
That's a good rule.
We don't have a rule about not having it. Like at a restaurant, I understand having it out. Now, once your food's there, generally we're not eating anyway. Right. But I also don't want them just staring at it. If they're just staring into their phones, and I look around and every person in our family's on their phones, I'll say something. But at a restaurant, I don't have a rule about it. But at home, generally we're not on our phones.
Right. At the restaurant, we in between appetizer and meal and shit, unless we're bullshitting, and I try to engage them because I don't look at my phone then.
Right.
Now the reason we're not on our phones at home,
hands are busy. How am I going to eat? I need another hand.
We've talked about this before, but we have to have the TV on during dinner at home, right?
Okay.
You know why?
We do, but we
don't.
Your
daughter can't hear people chew.
Yes. And that's how it started. Now, my wife has the same issue, but she's not as violent about it. So my daughter will throw shit. And
I think it's funny that. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think it's interesting that you're digging this ASMR weird shit that you made us watch, which is fucking disturbing.
Yeah,
some of this shit is disturbing. If you're into this ASMR stuff,
you're fucking weird.
Seek help. But that you like listening.
To each their own. Come on.
Well, you're kind of a sound geek. You like to hear the finer. Stop it.
That's weird.
So that's fucking weird, right?
I'm not into it.
Well, you watch more videos than I've watched.
Yeah,
but your daughter and your wife are so completely averse to it.
If they can hear any kind of noise that's not, I don't know.
But I mean, to their credit, I am the same way. I have two people that eat dinner with me every day that must have like thin-walled cheeks because I can hear everything that they eat.
Yeah.
And they're chewing with their mouth most of the time. They're chewing with their mouth closed and they're eating like they're supposed to fucking eat. They're just loud eaters. And then there's Chuck and I and him and I will look at each other like dude, chew quieter. And poor O's like, I'm just eating. I'm not. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, he's just a loud eater. It's just, but it does kind of gets on me a little bit.
Start playing like Enrique Iglesias in the background.
Yeah. Well, we don't turn the TV. We used to have the TV on all the time, but the problem is that everybody
can't really
sitting there
see it
staring.
now.
I can't see it because my seat at the table sucks. My back would be the TV, so that's probably part of the reason why it's never on.
Right.
And everybody ends up just staring at the TV and not talking. And I was brought up eating dinner as a family, talk about your day.
We were too.
Talk about what happened to you. You know,
we had to adjust, and and now my daughter doesn't even eat at the table with us, so she's not hearing us eat anyway. So it's really just my wife.
I tell you, got to correct that. Like I'd strap her to the chair, keep all sharp objects away from her.
Man.
Just to bolt her plate down to the table so she can't throw it at you.
Broken bones and violence. Yeah, no, that would be...
She's not that big. She's not that strong.
She'd find a way. She's motivated and determined.
Yeah.
Your son knows. He's friends with
Yeah,
her.
I know. He gets beat up. I'm going to invite her over to dinner, and I'm going to make her... everything's it's going to be like taco salad, tacos, and what else is crunchy?
She won't go to like a Mexican restaurant with us. She just refuses.
Yeah, everybody's eating Cheerios.
Makes me want Mexican. I stopped. So my girls are gone this weekend.
Yeah.
They're for here's a topic that we've discussed before.
Yeah.
So my girls are at a Girl Scout camp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're camping.
They still have Girl Scouts?
Yeah, they do. And my daughter is still a Girl Scout, and my wife is a Girl Scout. And they're at a Girl Scout camp, and they will be there till Sunday.
Is it one of those things like Girl Scout once, Girl Scout for life, kind of like Marine Corps?
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, so she was a den mother type thing, and then
You're making all kinds of noise.
I can't hear it.
I guarantee you it's being picked up.
so she.
See,
I
listen,
have to
look what I'm
deal with?
dealing with. I'm just
No.
sitting here playing with a cord, and he's worried about
I got to edit out noises
asthma
later.
And you
So
love the
then
asthma,
Go ahead,
So
Joe.
then I had to get dinner for myself tonight,
Yeah,
which
what'd you
ended
get?
up being a Walmart deli sandwich.
Really?
Those aren't terrible.
So why wouldn't you, I'm not judging, I'm just wondering, like drive through somewhere?
Because when I eat dinner, it'll be 2 in.the morning.
Oh, so you haven't
so
eaten
he's
it yet.
waiting for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
Should've
ate
gone.
lunch.
Should've
I
gone
ate lunch
today.
today.
Walmart
Okay.
fried chicken.
No.
No, you don't like fried chicken, do you?
At all.
No fried
Really?
chicken.
None.
When did we talk about that? 'Cause
But
we
if
have
you're
talked
going
about
to,
that.
it wouldn't be Walmart, it'd be Schnucks.
Both of them are good.
Delicious fried chicken.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube video I saw. Guys were taste testing fried chicken, trying to figure out what, like they knew it was like either Popeyes, Church's,
And had more hits than
grocery
us.
store. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we didn't have video until
Fucking
today.
chicken. Yeah, look at us.
No, what they were surprised with was that they ate the grocery store fried chicken. They're
liked
like,
it better.
and they called it like KFC or something like that. And they're like, yeah, this is really good. And it was grocery store chicken. But you're right. The Schnucks are the Walmart. Either one of them. I think they're both good. And I still like KFC, and I love fried chicken.
I don't like any of it.
Why? Just because it's messy? Greasy?
It's just, I just
Do you like
it.
chicken at all? Like grilled chicken? Or?
Yeah, grilled chicken's really good. I like grilled chicken a lot, and I like chicken fingers.
Yeah. Do you like a grilled bone-in chicken breast or a chicken thigh or something like that?
I could eat it.
But you don't like the bones, do
How do
you?
you feel about
I don't
chicken
mind the
gizzards?
bones. 'Cause no, that's not happening.
No, like that. My grandmother liked gizzards.
And like bone doesn't bother me because like steaks and shit, that's tremendous.
But you're not gnawing it off of the bone on a steak.
Well, then you ever watch me eat a pork steak?
Well, okay, pork steaks might be a little different.
So let's can you weigh in on your daughter and your wife? What do they think about the Girl Scouts wanting to be Boy Scouts, and we don't get to do the same stuff?
I don't know if they are, because I'm there and I'm a very loud and demonstrative person in my home. They, like me, don't care. Again, a lot of things come right down to my address is the only thing we worry about. And that's it. So they're still Girl Scouts. They're Girl Scouts. It's not intertwined. It's a bunch of, it's women and girls going and do this all weekend. They'll be doing, in woods things, and I think they're going to do some boating, and they're making fires and all that shit, just like anything else.
What you're saying is they're doing all the things that these defecting Girl Scouts say they can't do in their troop, and why they have to join the Boy Scouts.
And to answer that is strictly the fault of the leaders
On the troop, yeah.
of the troop
that
leaders.
specific troop.
If they want to be lazy about it, there's places right here in St. Louis that there's all over the place Boy Scout and Girl Scout camps. They're actually at a Boy Scout, Girl Scout camp. We have one here in town,
yeah.
that you can go and use and do things like this, and no problems. But
Camp Vandeventer, I think is what it's called.
correct.
Yep.
And last year got canceled because they couldn't get enough Girl Scouts.
Really?
And my daughter was going to be a counselor last year,
Right.
which was going to give her a bunch of volunteer time, which for WSA, which
The
WSA, is that right?
No.
I don't think that's right. That's the Sports
NSA.
Association.
NSA.
NSA.
That's what I meant.
National
no
Security
NHS.
NHS.
National Honor Society.
Honor
NHS.
Society.
NSA's National
One of those
Security.
acronyms.
She had to have
CIA.
She had to have
something.
Yeah, that's who he works for. That's where he knows because it's on the top of his check every week.
Right.
But yeah, so it's bullshit. These fucking whiny fucking, and that goes into what you wanted to speak on, and
it's kind of the outrage thing.
Yeah,
but you're right. None of us should worry about anything outside of what you have control over. I had to tell it to 2 of my kids this week. Like, hey, can you impact that in any way? Whatever it is.
If you can, then do.
If there's something you can do about it that's for the better, then fine. Do your best. But you also got to weigh your options, choose your battles, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of things you can't do shit about it. So as much as I sit here and bitch about a lot of things that I have no fucking impact on and no control over.
Damn, that whiskey's good.
It's like, why is everybody so fucking angry all the time? I
think that's just what people want to be. I think they feel better when they're outraged.
I think it's part of it. I also think it's what people emulate what they see on television, and it doesn't matter if it's CNN or Fox or MSNBC, but all of the people that are on those shows sit there in front of a camera for an hour, each of them. It doesn't matter if it's Hannity or Maddow or
maybe that's the problem,
and they're all out there like, we gotta fix this, and they're just pissed at the world or pissed at whoever's wearing a blue tie or a red tie,
Stalin.
Yeah,
and it's not getting better. Instead of like news or whatever, I think it's social media and just the internet in general. You have that outlet now, and not only is it accepted, it's almost like expected. If you aren't ranting on the internet, then why bother? Why are you even on there if you're not going to bitch about something?
We're not ranting, and we're awesome. Yeah. We're fucking awesome.
We do tend to rant. I do.
Ryan does.
And I'm not ashamed of it, and I don't have any control over a lot of these things either, but they still piss me off. Like the Boy Scout thing is one. It at this point, fuck it. I don't care. The Boy Scouts are making the Scouts of America, or whatever the hell they call it, the BSA Scouting of America, whatever the hell it's called now.
But I don't think they need to.
They're making their own bed. They're creating their own demise because now it doesn't matter what percentage of American young people, but they've alienated a large faction. Whereas before, it was half the country, the females, right? But they had their own thing, and they peacefully coexisted for 100 damn years, maybe not 100, but a long fucking time, right?
It's been that.
It probably has been longer than 100 years.
What's crazy about it, exactly.
So now they've alienated not just a bunch of girls that don't want to be in Boy Scouts, but also a bunch of boys that don't want to be in Boy/Girl Scouts. So now your membership is guaranteed to go down. Mm-hmm. Guaranteed. I don't care how happy it makes everybody feel that, well, we're being inclusive and it's all the warm and fuzzy shit's fine. But the reality is that you're alienated a large faction of the country.
What went to,
and it's going to hurt your bottom line.
Right. It used to be a rite of passage almost to be in the Scouts.
Yeah, right.
Almost everybody at least tried it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You did a year or two in the Scouts and people fell off. My daughter included. All these kids that were in Scouts with, she had like a troop of like 16 or 17.
Was she the lone survivor?
There's 4.
4 of them?
There's 4.
That's a mark of excellence there, that there was 4 girls that made it all the way through. What do they get in Girl Scout? What's the Eagle Scout is a Boy Scout?
Ambassador or something.
Okay.
And she's got it. So
here's the other thing about the Boy Scouts is that a lot of people forget or don't pay attention to, but girls have been allowed in the Boy Scouts of America for a long time. They have these, I forget what they're called, it's like Explorer Scouts. There's a couple of different groups within the Boy Scouts of America. And whenever we were involved with it with my sons, we would go to Jefferson Barracks, the cemetery, and put flags on the graves on like Memorial Day and stuff. And there was always the older group. There was females, and they were wearing like a white shirt as opposed to a beige shirt. But it had all the same markings and logos and patches that the Boy Scouts had. And it's like, so girls have been allowed in the Boy Scouts, but only in these couple of factions. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's new. It's just that the media decided to make a thing out of it.
Well, of course. Again, anger and outrage.
Right.
Let's get mad. Hell yeah. But son of a bitch. What is
that?
A paper bag?
Some of it you should get mad about, in my opinion. I mean, even though you don't have any control over it, you got to ask yourself, okay, I have no control over X, but what does that mean? If this is allowed, well, what's the next thing? It's the whole slippery slope argument, right? If we're going to allow that to happen, what the fuck else is coming around the bend that we're all of a sudden like, well, we let that go, so now we got to do this, and now we and it's just you're going down a real fucking fast slope.
Speaking of letting things go, we got this Jussie Smollett story, right?
Yeah.
So he's basically being let off the hook.
Yeah.
But everybody still thinks he did it. He's guilty.
Not everybody.
Well, not him.
Well, who doesn't think he did it?
His co-star in Empire.
Whatever.
Who's that?
Whoever plays his dad on Empire.
Oh, Terrence Howard?
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that I think. Now the question is do they genuinely believe he didn't do anything, or are they just covering for the boy?
Now, have we not dealt with this for years? OJ?
Yeah.
The 4 cops that beat Rodney King?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We've seen it. This isn't new ground that we're dealing with.
Rodney King was a big one because it was on video. They beat the shit, but you don't know. Yeah, there's certain things you didn't know
about Rodney.
Yeah, you're
King?
Right. It was pretty cut and dried.
It's pretty cut and dry.
And OJ, we know a lot.
We know a lot.
And more today than we did then, probably.
Thank you, Cato.
Yeah. Then, but this one, I guess, because of the way the news cycle works and how fast things happen, and the fact that the day that the news story broke, I'd say 50%, 60% of the country was thinking. They weren't saying it, but they were thinking.
I thought instantly he was full of shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
I don't. I'm not trading any punches with. I think the Cook County prosecutor dropped the ball on this.
No, I think there's more to it. I think there's someone in bed with somebody.
Sure, probably
something's
so.
going on.
But
now
but so
you
what
do have the issue where the story that I guess the police leaked about the check that paid for the assault or whatever was BS, right? That wasn't really.
No, as far as I know, they have a canceled check.
Right, but I saw the check, and the story behind it is one of those two brothers is giving this guy physical training for a role that he's about to play.
That's now the story behind it.
It says written on the check for training and the name of the video that this guy's going to be in.
Huh?
And it says something about, I forget, something about a meal plan, and they added, he was like, it's $100 a week for the training and $50
I don't know why we're not more upset about whiteface.
Well, yeah. Now that's the new line. They're like, well, because he thought they were white, but they were both wearing masks.
Right.
And then they showed
his lawyer
said it will 5 minute
may have
Google
been wearing
search.
whiteface.
Yeah, he's wearing whiteface, but it's like almost worse than Joker's whiteface. Yeah, I don't know. I think honestly we should all just get outraged about whiteface and just and not even realize what else is going on. Oh my god!
Well, the point that I was trying to make by bringing that up was about just outrage, not just Jussie Smollett, not all of the political news that comes out, whether it's the Mueller report or whether it's the fact that we haven't seen the full thing yet, or we may never.
It's not for us.
Well, yeah, maybe not. I mean, I don't know. We might see parts of it, but that's not even the point.
Really? Do we really know who killed Kennedy yet?
Right.
And that was in '63.
And people are still outraged about that. There's people.
I am. I liked it.
There's people outraged. Did you watch that documentary on the Flat Earthers? Mm-mm. Okay, you should. What the hell is it called? Something about the curve, or
it's Beyond the Curve.
Beyond the Curve. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it.
I'm going to watch The Dirt.
I can't
before
bring myself
that.
to watch it.
I want to watch it just because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
stupid.
But there's people within that group that are outraged that 99% of the world doesn't agree with them, and that everybody's fallen for NASA's lies and
NASA's lies.
Yeah, and that we're all being fooled, and they're legitimately outraged at the lies that the government has put out in their view. Mm-hmm. So, but again, I don't know. Maybe people were like this in 1920.
No, I honestly,
was anybody pissed at Herbert Hoover this much?
Well, yeah, I'm sure they were. But they just didn't have an outlet to address their venue. They're fucked. Just shut the fuck up. Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. There needs to be more people who just, I don't know, maybe we should have more street fights. That's what I think should happen. I think people should be, if you're going to be a keyboard warrior, someone that sits there on a Tuesday and fucking blasts people, cool. Friday, you have to go to this fucking local place
with your name, with your screen name emblazoned on your chest.
And then other people will show up.
Right.
That counterpoint you.
Yeah.
And now, if I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to blast you right in the fucking mouth as hard as I can. I'm going to come off a fucking table on you.
We almost need a purge. But not
almost.
Not with death.
I don't. Not with death.
Right.
Just
a whooping.
Just a whooping.
Now, is there anything
or
that is
keyboard warrior?
Yeah.
Could come out and say, "This is how I feel, and I'm gonna whoop your ass."
Yeah.
Is there anything that is justified to rant about and bitch and moan about that you should get behind a cause?
Everything is justifiably okay to rant and bitch and moan about. Everything,
as long as you're not,
as long as you're
attacking somebody else.
Well, as long as you're in the right venue for it.
Well, yeah. But then
billions of people don't need to hear about how, first of all, I don't want to care about your cat. And I don't, that's where the internet's gone to fuck, because we don't need it. I don't need to know that shit. I don't care.
Well, but that's the argument that Twitter, Facebook, any of these people make is like, well, then don't follow that channel or don't follow that page.
I don't follow any of them.
Right. So I don't know if it's the venue.
I don't care about
the venue's the right. Maybe it is the right
with your family. Bitching with your family. I think that's okay. I
Sure.
think that's what it is.
You're sitting around the Thanksgiving dinner table, and it's a safe zone to be able to.
And most people are like-minded, and if you're not,
well, even
you're
if they're not
have
like-minded, like my family have very different opinions, but we can talk about
it.
You know,
and at the end of the day, you're still my aunt, and I love you.
Right.
So that's how that shit should be handled.
People send out articles or whatever, and then if you don't reply on Facebook or whatever, people are like, how come you didn't reply to my thing? Well, I sent you that article 2 days ago. You didn't say anything about it?
Because I don't fucking care.
Expect to hear from you. I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but people want to hear that. They want to know what you have to say, and it only counts if it's controversial and you're being a dick about it.
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't
think that's right. I think what you're saying right there is wrong. That's the problem.
That you shouldn't be sending out these trolling type emails or whatever.
I want to hear what you have to say, only because I want to be argumentative with you, or either that, or you and I are going to team up against someone else.
And that is what happens.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and say
right
this.
There is shit.
I'll go ahead and say this. I'm not going to say any names of people, but
I hate whiteface.
Yeah, there's an individual that knows someone close to me. So they're homosexual, and they are staunch opponents of Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A has
really good sandwiches.
Has really delicious sandwiches. Sorry. But they have a history of being of donating money to organizations that do not support. They're Christian conservative-based owned company. So they donate to
hail capitalism
organizations that don't support LGBTQ things. So this person considers them fucking Satan spawn, right? And not even Satan spawn, because they don't believe in God probably either. Right. So they're like, no, they're evil. You're saying,
not. And you know these people.
You're saying homosexuals can't believe in God? Is that what you just said?
I just know he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I know he doesn't, and I know that his husband. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about his husband. I know he doesn't. All so right. This other person that doesn't really give a fuck either way, but likes Chick-fil-A.
I'm not following.
We'll call him
story.
Ryan.
So there's a couple, not
a couple. So, all right, a group of people sit at lunch together. Most of them are level-headed, reasonable individuals. One of them happens to hate Chick-fil-A for his own set of reasons.
Sure.
One of these individuals at the lunch table, in discussion, says, "Boy, I had Chick-fil-A yesterday. God, it's been so long since I had it. It was so good." Not trying to be mean, not trying to call him out.
Maybe, but go on.
But maybe not. Doesn't matter.
Right, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. She ate a fucking chicken sandwich. She didn't commit murder. She didn't go kill a gay man.
Oh, so then the other one lost their shit.
Yeah.
The one that feels that everyone should be on bandwagon with them.
And once the echo chamber where I'm going to tell you this, and everybody, if you don't agree with me, you're evil, you're a fascist, you're a horrible son of a bitch.
Wrong.
Right. And he's wrong. He's wrong. So this happens, and the individual who ate the chicken sandwich is cast aside. And
by the rest of the table.
No.
Just by said.
Yeah, so but the band got broke up, to say the least. And unfriended on Facebook. Oh, the horror. And
over a chicken sandwich.
Over a fucking chicken sandwich.
See, that's the fucking problem.
Right. So the other people that
other people
that were at the chicken table,
but they're not hard. The chicken table. That's a hashtag that shit.
Yeah.
That's not a real principle, though.
Principle is... To him it is. To him it is, because they're anti-LGBTQ, and he thinks that the world should be pro-LGBTQ. Right or wrong, it's his opinion, but it's also...
Who's anti?
Chick-fil-A is.
Okay, go on.
So, and that's why he's
trying to stay on board.
That's why he doesn't want anybody... in his logic, and I've read his words, that if you...
I don't necessarily think they're anti, I just don't think they condone. But go on.
If you... This guy's logic is, if you want to say that you're my friend, if you want to... If you tell me that you love me and appreciate me as a friend, then you will not eat Chick-fil-A.
He should be alienated to the point where he's alone.
Yeah. So
and I'm sure you're a nice person, or whoever the fuck you are.
Because he's just shallow.
Yeah. You're so worried about a chicken sandwich and where their money.
I don't know. I see where he's coming from.
I see where he's coming from, but to take a stance like either there's a line in the sand.
Well, if you're going to support your friend,
fuck you,
and agree with their lifestyle.
You know what?
Now, what if that chicken sandwich is really fucking good?
It is really
and what
good.
if you just really don't?
You know what?
Care that much about it.
I'll tell you how much I feel about that. I'll drive past a Chick-fil-A to another Chick-fil-A to eat their fucking sandwich. And on the way back, I'll get one and pay for it, throw it out the window. Just to prove my point.
Right.
And if you ain't down with that, then fuck you too.
There was a story. I think Chick-fil-A's in the news like right now. I don't know what the story is, but I heard some...
Whoever
I don't
this
know what
person,
but I think they got in trouble for something again.
They
probably gave money to, I don't know, Jerry Falwell or something.
PETA.
Yeah.
I wish they would cut checks to PETA every week.
But the thing about this, I never got to my point. I know my points are sometimes long for those new.
It happens.
Yeah. The point is that months later, this young lady has been now cast aside from the lunch club, and this individual, the gay gentleman, posts a news story to Facebook and tags people that weren't even involved with it, but that are friends with, because now he's unfriended this person, but he wants to fucking troll her via these other people. And he's just being a
dick.
I was about to say cocksucker, but I don't know.
He already is.
My
already is one of them.
What do you mean? What is he not considering?
He's not considering that there's another opinion out there.
So,
and to be honest, if I'm going to be harshly honest with this person, I don't know what the percentage of gay people, of LGBTQ. So, whatever, if the percentage of the U.S. population that is LGBTQ, let's say it's 15%.
Let's say it's 100. No, let's say we're all gay.
That wouldn't work with what I'm about to say. So if it's 15%, then this.
I'm so glad there's a word I can say.
Then what? So he's got to automatically assume that there's more than 50, because 85% of the country is not going to agree with where he stands on this issue, right?
Well, they're not on his side. It's not that they necessarily won't agree,
but they're not going to be as passionate about fucking chicken sandwiches and boycotting Chick-fil-A.
No.
So he had the same issues with Hobby Lobby. He had the same issues, and it's not,
Wait, Hobby Lobby doesn't support
they're also
homosexuals?
They're
Christians.
That seems like a totally gay thing. Hobby Lobby?
I don't think you're allowed to say that, but the words that come out of these guys' mouth, I do not condone or
whiteface. I love it.
So
holy shit, this is
general.
great.
Forget the cause. Forget whether it's homosexuality or Chick-fil-A or whatever.
What happened to the girl?
In general, if you think
she's still cast out, she's still
cast out from a situation that she didn't want to be in the first place.
Well,
she's
got
still
new friends.
friends.
She's still friends with all the other people that sat at that table.
If you
but they don't eat lunch as a group together, and the band got broke up. I don't fucking know. She probably eats at her desk. I don't know. That's irrelevant. I mean, she's over it. Is the point?
If
she's
you value your
adult
friend though, and something is important to your friend, you support them in it.
And here's the other thing,
especially if it's something as trivial as a chicken sandwich.
My understanding is that
however delicious it may be.
My understanding is that she walks in the gay pride parade every year. She does support LGBTQ
the
causes.
Real one,
the St. Louis one,
the real one.
I don't fucking know. I mean, she's probably walking behind a guy in chaps. I don't fucking know.
Nice. She's carrying it community. She walks in the parades. So
she just likes a chicken sandwich.
So she's just an asshole who insists on having a Chick-fil-A sandwich, even though she has
in this story. In this particular story, I'm friends with the girl.
So the other thing is that
if she wants a lunch buddy, I'll give her a lunch fucking buddy.
He called, and when he tagged all these other people, he said, and let your friend know that if I see her walking in the Pride Parade this year, I'm calling her ass out. I got a megaphone this year.
Oh, I would slap that
and I'm
clean
like,
out
dude,
of his
you need to be
fucking
punched
face.
in the face. You need to be, just
all you
shut
gotta
up.
do is go, huh?
Yeah.
And jam it right in his face, and he won't talk
like
for
a
a
hate
week.
crime to me, right?
It does sound like.
I think what he's doing is a hate crime.
I think I'm with you. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. And it's not because he's gay or anything like that.
It's just he's not accepting of an opposing opinion.
He's just a fucking shitbox. He's a fucking douchebag shitbox that I want to punch in the fucking mouth.
You know, it's like,
what's his name? What's his fucking name?
I'm not going there.
What's his social security number?
527.
I'm gonna fucking buy a hat. I'm buying my hats off him. I got a book right here. I'll write it down.
I generally agree with you guys, but I think it's something. You know, you're not just
see where you're
talking
going
about
with
a
this.
viewpoint or whatever. You're talking about persecution, right?
Let's go down another road. Let's forget LGBTQ. Let's go down. If you're pro-life, you're a devout Catholic. You're pro-life because the church tells you to be.
Now we are talking. We should talk about something.
Well, I'm saying, but if someone
political,
this is their issues. These aren't. You know, you can be a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian and be pro-life.
I just don't want to see Joe's wiener. All right,
it's just not. It's just not fun.
Well, I think it's interesting to me. Yeah. I think that if you know. Whatever your opinion is, forget it. It's chicken sandwiches, and you really like fucking Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Forget about all the politicized issues. Forget about.
Agree.
Well, okay.
But someone says, "I hate Chick-fil-A." Fuck you.
What if
you
Joe...
suck because you like Chick-fil-A? Fucking Chick-fil-A sucks.
I hope I'm in line.
Their fucking buns are always too soggy when you get it out of it.
What I say to that is the same thing I say to pretty much anything. I say, "Great, that's how you feel." Fuck you too.
Now, what
keep running that shit to me, and I'm going to get out and I'm going to stomp your fucking teeth down your fucking throat.
If you quit,
because that's where I'm at.
If you quit your job because they treated you like shit, and you go to a new shop, and Ryan decides he's going to take his car to your old shop who treated you like shit, how do you feel about that?
I don't give a fuck.
You really don't give a fuck?
I really don't. I would be. You know what? I'd be happier that he went there, because if he's not happy, he could deal with them, and not me. I don't fucking do not care.
All right.
I'm telling you. So I hope that the same people that get that wound up about I shouldn't eat my chicken sandwich stand in line at the Chick-fil-A. You people should all go down that are that fucking passionate. This gentleman and anyone else that feels, stand in the line. Stand in line. Stand right at their drive-thru and scream into the fucking windows.
I don't know if he's done that, but there's protesters that have been there.
Scream into the windows and say, "You're a fucking rat person for doing this."
Yeah.
I hope I'm there.
Yeah.
I want to be there because I'm going to order my fucking sandwich, and I'm going to move up one spot, and I'm going to get out of my truck, and I'm going to beat you with an inch of your fucking loser shitbox life.
You reminded me
of... I can't fucking wait. I'm going to get a chicken sandwich tomorrow, just so I hope that it's there.
You remind me of... I was getting gas at Costco, and it was cold. It was December, and it was a long line. And I get up to my pump. I pull, the 2x2 at Costco. It's the way it should be everywhere, but it only works at Sam's. They don't do 2x2. It's fucking mayhem. And I get up there.
You had someone up there saying, "Fuck your gas, loser."
I'm pumping gas. The car behind me is I was in my wife's car, and I filled the fucking thing up. And we're moving along as fast as we can here. I can only go as fast as the fucking pump.
Well, sure.
I get in the car, and there's 6 cars behind me. But every lane has 6 cars behind them. I sit down, and I don't know if you guys do, but I reset the trip odometers.
Well, you're being a person.
Yeah, I reset everything. I reset the gas mileage and the trip odometers, which is 3.
They're honking their horn at
3
you.
clips. The fucking guy, 4 cars back, knocks on my fucking window. And he's like, so I look over, I'm like, hey, and I open the door, because I don't know why, I just opened the door. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, "Can you get moving, man? There's a bunch of people waiting." I was like,
"Fuck you!"
I said, "I just got in my fucking car. Why don't you give me a fucking second?" He goes, "Well, I'm not trying to be a dick." I'm like, "Well, you are."
Trophies in your trunk, you fucking loser.
I said, "I'm going to fucking finish what I'm doing. Yeah. I'll be done in a second." And I slammed the fucking door.
For that, I'm going to pick a song out. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, now my wife's sitting there. She's like, "Just fucking move. Just move.
Nope.
Just move. Just put the car in drive and move." Because I'm like, fuck that. I mean, and so I did. I pulled out and I'm fucking steaming. Right. I'm so fucking angry. And I pulled back around the back of the line. She goes, don't fucking pull in. Don't pull in there again. Don't do it. I'm like, no, that motherfucker needs to have a talking to. He needs to fucking know that shit ain't right.
4 cars back. You come tap on my window. Who the fuck are you?
I'm like, well, here's the
have best a seat, Tom Izzo.
So we were going to Costco. I parked and I could see it. He finally gets up to the pump. And it's cold. I mean, it's like 4 degrees outside.
I'd have turned a fucking fan on his ass.
His wife gets out to pump the gas.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah. I was like,
what a fucking
that guy is the biggest douchebag I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, can you move along? My wife don't want to be so cold out here.
You're going to be all chivalrous to come up and want to whoop somebody's ass because they're resetting their trip odometer, but you can't get your...
That's what I'm telling you,
man.
What
kind of balls does it take to get out 4 cars back and knock on a fucker's window?
It doesn't take balls. It takes this.
It takes stupidity.
It's a fucking keyboard.
I don't know, man.
He's a keyboard warrior.
Well, yeah. And it's carrying over. People are forgetting where the fucking lines are drawn. You know, 5 years ago, all that shit was on the internet, and everybody was sitting there, just tearing people up online. And now they don't know where the fucking line is anymore.
Right.
They go out into the public.
Yeah, they don't know. You're right.
I think it takes balls.
Fucking bitch.
You don't know who's going to get out of their truck and be like,
"You want me to hurry up now?" A neck. Yeah. I will fucking 3-fingered roadhouse a neck.
Yeah,
I will take someone's fucking life.
That's what I'm saying. What if this guy knocks on your window and says, can you hurry it up?
I saw a guy.
Guess what? You get the chicken suit. I'm not fucking lying, man. Well, it looks like you just got abducted.
I saw a guy on the highway in his back window of his truck.
I'm getting all fucking wound up, man.
On the back window of his truck, he had a...
fucking hurt someone.
What the fuck is... It was Sig. It's like Sig Sauer.
Sig Sauer, yeah.
And you see them all the time. You see Glock stickers, and you see Remington stickers, and I'm like, I don't even have...
stayed in his truck when he saw that.
Well, no, I mean, the guy didn't do anything to piss me off. I just happened to be stuck in traffic behind him. But
I thought this was the guy.
No. This is on the highway today. But I'm thinking like, someone needs to sell those stickers. Because everybody should have one on their car. It'll make you think twice if you.
I can tell you right now.
You start having a little road rage on the guy with a fucking 6 hour sticker on the back.
Bullshit. I can have all the fucking road rage I want with that gentleman with 2 fists. Well, you shoot me and kill me, that's fine. I'll be martyred because you shot a fucking... You shot a white face.
But here's the thing. I don't want to get shot.
I don't either.
I'm not going to have road rage with that guy because I don't want to get shot.
Fuck him.
Well, you don't want to get shot, Joe. No,
fuck him.
My point is that it's not going to prevent, but it's going to make people think twice before they lay on their horn and get
So now I have to ride around with a dog on my fucking truck? To keep people from wanting to
just a little Glock sticker on the back window of the truck.
So they know that everybody in town has a Glock sticker.
But you don't know.
That doesn't mean anything.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's like the ADT stickers on your house.
You don't know. Yeah.
You
can even get you get a fake video doorbell thing. They sell those.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of the fake car phone antenna, the curly Q antenna that was all the rage. Sold AutoZone. Built the franchise off of fake antennas
or the tail hanging out of your trunk.
Right.
I think it's the equivalent of that.
I had a buddy that had the fake car phone antenna on the back of his '87 Mustang LX 4-cylinder.
Yeah,
nice.
But he had windows all tinted out, and he had that fake
Where
that
we
fake
at
antenna.
On this? Because I'm gonna make another drink.
Well, what do you guys think about? We got just enough time to do a beer review. What do you want to do? Some MGD.
Do you want to do that now or you want to do the next one?
I got other beers,
we got other beers. And we got Fireball.
Well, I want to do a Fireball. Your other beers, I don't know what I think about that. And
it's a fucking lager. What's Budweiser?
We'll see.
Yeah, I've been down this road.
I'm doing everything I can to try to get you guys to spread your wings a little bit.
It's not even him. He'll probably drink more. He's drinking the hams right now.
But true.
I wasn't going to show anybody.
It's me.
But so I'm trying to find.
I had like the next 8 beers. I thought I had.
Well, I got excited. I went to Fire Tux and I got pumped up.
You got plenty of beer at the house.
I do. But I only brought 3. I brought 3 of each, and
each. So you got like 9 beers of this crazy. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do yours.
No, we're doing yours.
Let's do yours.
No.
Let's do yours.
I'm not bringing mine out.
I've been looking forward to. Let's drink some MGD.
Son of a bitch.
I'm glad you
brought
Fireball.
It.
All right.
I can do that too. I don't have that over here.
Let's do that and a beer. We'll do some Fireball and a beer.
J-Rod.
Where is it? Oh, it's in here?
Yeah, it's in there.
All right.
Well, guess what? I gotta pee. I don't care. I don't care where I'm film. I gotta pee.
Well, as long as you're not going to do it here, I think we're okay.
All right. Gotta pee.
Do we need to...
Joe's going to step off camera here.
You didn't build that into the table? Like a little urinal?
No, I didn't build a urinal into the table. It was the plumbing.
Yeah. Well, it's challenging. Jesus.
So now that our friend who bought us a box of Fireball is going to see this.
It was very generous, and we definitely appreciate it.
Tapped into
but I think Joe stocked up on these before we got the box O Fireball. But
the plan is to
we got to find another receptacle to be able to, because Joe really likes, I do too, that it has to be cold, and so it's hard to keep a big box of Fireball cold all the time. So we're gonna figure out.
It's in my fridge.
Yeah, it's in his fridge, but you bring it down here. Yeah.
Right.
So we're going to get an empty whiskey bottle and fill a whiskey bottle with it, and that way we can keep that in the cooler, keep it cold, and we're going to have to buy some shot glasses. Or bring some. I got a bunch of shot glasses.
You guys don't have to, but I am going to pour this in a mug. If you could hand me a mug, I would appreciate it.
Certainly do that.
Can you hand me one without putting your fingers in it?
I licked them all earlier.
Bless it. There's a handle. For Christ's sake.
Yeah. I got no access, man. Jesus.
Let me finger your mug here real quick.
Day by day, rolling in my phone on 16 switches. Got the sounds for the bitches.
You missed it, Joe. I fingered Jared's mug.
Yeah, man.
Do you want a mug?
For my Fireball?
No, for your
MG.
Oh, no.
Miller
I'll
Genuine
take it straight to the face.
Let's do the Fireball first.
All right.
It smells like farts in here, guys.
Does it?
Yeah. I don't know if you
guys
guys
have you been farting?
No, fuck no.
Maybe it's my belches. I'm telling you, that
could
fucking
be,
Mexican
it could be
food
that
is
Casa
brutal.
Romero
Fuck. I mean, they taste like shit. It tasted good going down.
I'm telling you what.
Ignite the night.
Hey, I'm not lying to you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Oh, I missed it. You're shaking it up. I shook mine a little bit.
All right, but then you're fine.
I mean, I don't know.
If you shake it a little bit, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. Fireball.
All right. Gents.
That's delicious.
Man,
It's been a while. It's been a minute, ain't it? It's
tasty.
just enough.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the right amount. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we got to get the.
It's a little more than a shot, but not much.
We need the double shot glasses.
No.
Yeah. When we get the box O Fireball and we put it into a whiskey bottle,
rolling in the phone
into a Stumpy's bottle,
which is
we got a really cool bottle opener.
We do, but these are twisties, so
I know. I don't give a shit.
I didn't do any research on this other than I believe Miller Genuine Draft was originally released in 1986.
Well, I'll tell you,
a very recent beer.
So since this was my call,
to what we've been doing,
since this was my call,
yeah,
I'll tell my story about MGD.
Do you care if I pour it out into?
You pour it in the floor. It's your studio.
I might have to.
So, first time I ever had these, I showed up. My buddy had just gotten back from boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm lying to you. He had just gotten back from his first overseas tour, Army, and he came back with a buddy.
Okay.
A good buddy. He really liked this guy, and so I was like, hey, if you're a friend of his, I'm a friend of yours too.
Mm-hmm.
Get there, and they had a fucking bucket, a barrel, a fucking abyss full of these iced down, sticking out of the ice.
Mm-hmm. And look beautiful, I bet.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Golden, bronze, happiness.
Yep.
And you just grab one up, and twist it off.
Yep.
I drank them like it was water.
That was my
got fucked up
indoctrination to Coors Light. At college, I had a buddy whose buddy he was from Kansas City, and his buddy got back from the Navy deployment, and so he was on a boat for however many months. He had all his money, and he shows up to college.
Where's olive oil?
Well, and he just that too, but he's like, boys, it's on me. I'm here for the next week and a half, and don't worry about it. And he just
I've been saving money for 6 months.
I'll buy all the beer you guys want, but it's gonna be Coors Light. We're like, fuck it, we're broke college students.
Yeah.
You bring me hams. I'll bring fucking hams.
Drink hams out of you guys.
But he supplied Coors Light, and damn it if it wasn't delicious. And yeah, we got drunk a lot of days.
So side note from my buddy, his friend, the one that he really liked, and I was supposed to like.
It's gonna have a sad ending. I feel like it's gonna have a sad ending.
It's gonna have a sad ending.
God damn it, Joe.
He well, not so sad. I mean, sad, but not like death.
Okay, good. All right.
He got in trouble for underage sexual assault.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
And he went to Leavenworth.
Wow.
Damn.
Leavenworth.
So, wow.
Wow. That's wow.
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 What is that?
That's Owen Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this.
right.
Cheers. Well, can you maybe read the fucking the neck label?
Some of us are still
brewed from the finest malted barley, selected cereal grains, and choicest hops.
So it's a cold filtered beer.
cold filtered.
Fresh
And
draft
that's a
taste.
thing, right? That's not
Where's that
just
at?
every beer's
On
cold
the
filtered.
big label.
This is a specific way of brewing the beer. It's
Are you
cold-filtered.
that blind? Are you? I can read that clean.
I
as
can
day.
read it fine if I had good lighting. Now I'm doing better, but before it was fucking with me.
lighting.
There's like some silver shit behind
All right,
it
I'm
that was
drinking
messing
this
with
shit.
me. Hey, fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Damn, Joe. Can
That's
you hear
pretty
that,
good.
folks? You can see it now. It's pounding this shit. Taste it for once.
I did. That is fucking delicious.
That's pretty good.
God bless America. I only brought the 3 too. I bought a 6-pack of it.
It's
I'm gonna do the 3.
It's a different taste. It's not,
the kind of beer that you could, if we did a blind taste test, I think
you could
all
pick it
of
out.
us, all of us, well, not even that it would win, but you would be
could
able to
tell,
pick it out and
yeah.
say like, that's MGD.
Really?
Yep.
I want to
Boy,
say
that's got some drinkability right there.
I want to say it has like a buttery taste to it, like in a good way. Like
Well, I think it's like got a sweetness to it. Is there an MGD light?
No,
I don't know if there is. I don't
I don't know.
recall
I don't
seeing
know
Really?
about it. Yeah, I agree.
Or
I
is it
don't know.
Miller
I'm
Lite?
not
Is
getting a
there?
sweetness
Look
from
at
it.
that. That's just fantastic. Oh, I got a little left.
It's a nice gold.
Maybe
color.
it's still some fireball stuck in my mouth. I don't know.
Ooh,
could
that
be
is
some cinnamon.
that is.
Yeah.
It tastes cinnamony to me.
I really like this. You know, the people at 4204 should buy a 6er of this and maybe try to mimic this instead of trying to, I don't know,
I'm kind of with Joe on this.
go to the Keebler Elves and say, hey, make a fucking beer for
Why
us.
isn't there a craft beer that tastes like a good light
Yeah.
lager?
Right.
Well, we may find
Speak
that.
of the devil.
We might find this. I brought 2 lagers. One is from 4204.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it. If nothing else, Joe, you're going to love the fucking label. You're going to love the branding of this beer.
Well,
I bought it specifically because I know you're going to like it. Trust me. I know you, motherfucker. You're going to like it. The other
bring
one,
it out.
The other one is from Founders, which is in Michigan, and it just looked appealing. It's a very simple.
Oh, that even burps good. That right there.
I like that.
And you know how I feel about it. I'm an A&E guy all day.
We're not gonna drink these right now, but I'm just gonna fucking tease you up with it, right?
Tease me up.
So
with
Founders
The teas.
Solid Gold Premium Lager. Okay, Founders is a microbrewery.
their hands.
It's got to be good. It's premium.
Well, I mean, it's just their take.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit that fucking market.
Yeah.
They know that there's a lot of people out there that aren't going to drink the beer because they don't want craft beer. They don't want hoppy beer. They don't want.
They want something they can suck down 12, 14, 100 of them.
So Founders also has the all day IPA, which is also easier to market. But I think this is them saying like, look, all right, you like Budweiser? We're going to compete with Budweiser, and this is their attempt at that, which we'll drink at some point.
This is enough to switch a person.
Here, this is
It's good
4204s,
stuff. I like it.
and Joe, it's called Zombie Lager.
Zombie lager.
Take a
do
look
like
at
that.
that.
I
Take
do
a look
like
at that
that.
packaging.
I do like that.
Now, 4204 had, if you recall, they had the one beer that had the fucking sticker on it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Now, they put some effort into this shit,
that's
right?
what-
Oh, it's
Good-looking
still a
can.
sticker.
Is it a sticker?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, God damn it. All right.
Good looking can. It's a good
Still
looking.
You're right, it
sticker.
is. It didn't look like a sticker at first. But still.
I have not seen this before. Zombie lager.
I hadn't either. And they had a whole section for 4204. The funny thing is that the shit that came... So, 4204 is made in...
Or can I keep that? Can I drink that?
No, we're going to drink it later.
All right.
Put it back on.
That's
ice.
fine.
So, 4204 is in Belleville, Illinois,
Yeah.
which is half an hour from here, right?
Home of Falstaff and Stag. Home of Falstaff and Stag, you sons of bitches.
We really need a towel.
I'm getting fucked up, man. It's 10 o'clock.
So, 4204 is in Belleville.
Here in the States. Here in the States.
Founders is in Michigan. It cost me $1 extra for the shit from Belleville. I'm like, you'd have thought
Right.
the shit that came all the way from Michigan would have cost a little bit more, but
Well,
no, it was.
no.
So
Fuck that.
now we're
We're
done
talking
talking
about
about
Miller
those
MGD.
beers. Let's talk about
Yeah.
the one that we just drank.
I'm just
that
tired of you
haven't
guys
done
ragging on beers that I try to fucking treat you guys.
Hey, I
something-
tried it. Hey,
okay,
something.
real nice.
I
and
know,
yeah,
and you do, and mostly
Get you something Real nice clerk.
But I'll say this. Sometimes you guys, when you guys hit, you hit, right? With me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, you get the pecan you liked. Or
I really liked that. And the assault.
Yeah.
The caramel.
Marshmallow jerking off, or
it was a trash can jerking off a
fire hydrant or something like that.
Whatever it was. But that was good. I liked that. That was a tasty beverage.
Yeah.
The thing of it is I don't want you to dismiss my palate because it is a good palate. If I taste something I don't like, I'm going to say it. Well, this right here,
I think that this
hit a dime right here.
Well, this is it's not a light beer. It's a full flavored beer. It's not marketed as a light beer, but it is lighter than definitely both of those. And just because they're going after a different market,
they're not trying to make sure the trailer parks are right.
Yeah, they don't want you to buy a 30-pack. That's why they sell it in a 6.
I know. But
Budweiser and Miller and Coors, they're selling that. If they could sell it in an 80-pack, they would.
That's not the kind of person I am, though.
No, I know. Well, and some days I want to drink 3 of something. And then some days, specifically summer days, whenever it's a beautiful day outside and I'm grilling, I want to drink 14, 15.
These I will
depending on what time of day I start.
I remember as a kid and in the late 80s, early 90s that this was marketed heavy. I mean, it came out in 86, I think. But you don't hear as much about genuine draft anymore. It's not all over the TV.
Well, I'll tell you this. So I told you the story about how I felt about it even before I drank it.
Is this going to make us go seek out young underage?
What?
Your buddy that brought this beer into your life.
Right, yeah. It's not going to make...
It doesn't have an effect on you? Yeah. We shouldn't be concerned about that?
No, I wouldn't be concerned about me turning into pedophilia.
Based on, that's what we're saying is Miller Genuine Draft.
So
it turns you into a pedophile.
Side effects are high blood pressure, bloated, and pedophilia. So Jesus Christ.
Slight signs of pedophilia.
Well, I don't want to drink that at all.
I don't want any part of that.
This sounds horrible.
Unless you guys got
one in 10. I mean, you know.
You got a 1 in 10.
So, have you guys seen
fucked.
on Netflix? There's a documentary about the little girl that was kidnapped in Portugal, like 10 years ago, something like that.
I have not seen this.
So my wife and I just watched it.
That's not the one where the dad jerked off the guy who did it, right?
No, that's abducted in plain sight.
Yeah,
right. Which you assholes told me to watch.
It's good,
What's
right?
disturbing as hell, man?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, it's disturbing as hell.
That's a whole family. I mean,
a whole fucking lot of them.
The people the victims, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The perpetrator, equally, maybe a little bit more crazy.
Almost the prey had it coming to him because the predator seen that.
I don't know they had it coming to him, but
they didn't have it coming to him. I agree.
Someone should have told him. Yeah. Someone should have told him much earlier in life, hey, don't trust everyone.
So I agree. Maybe I came off wrong. You're right.
This documentary,
they were very stupid.
It's kind of scary in the sense of it could happen to you, kind of thing. So
it wouldn't happen to me.
Real briefly, I'll outline what happened.
I'm not jerking anybody off.
No, not that.
I will not drive down the road jerking a dude off.
No. I don't care how much he says.
Me.
Well, we're really good friends. It's okay.
It's me, and the road has to be very, very straight and long.
No, here's where
because I get distracted easily.
You're gonna need Tesla autopilot.
A bunch of there was like 4 or 5 families that went together on vacation to Portugal. They were from England, and they all had little kids, like 3, 4, 5 years old,
babies.
Yeah, a couple of them were infants. And
how dare they travel?
They stayed at a resort, so it was a very isolated. You know, all the units are right there, the pool's right there, the restaurant's right there, right? Mm-hmm. They decided for the week that they were there, they would put their kids to bed in the rooms, and they would go eat at the resort restaurant within sight of their rooms, right? So they're at the pool restaurant, and they could see their rooms right over there.
They can't see in the room.
No, you're right.
No.
And so they would take turns, one at a time. Each of them would go every 20 minutes or so and check on the kids. Sounds like a good plan, right?
Yeah, it does.
What could go wrong?
Right. Well, it does sound like a good plan.
Here's what went wrong. Mm-hmm. One of them, and it turned out to be the mother of the kid, goes to check on the kids, and this 3-year-old girl, her daughter, was gone. And the window's open, and the doors
in
open
Portugal.
to the room in Portugal.
Okay.
And kids kidnapped, gone, right? And so everybody
Well, you don't know
comes
they're
running.
kidnapped at that point.
Well, right, but
They're just gone.
everybody's,
Right.
you know, she's freaking out. Everybody comes running to help. The whole like resort community was looking for the kid, right? Everybody's on the lookout. The police are called. It's a big thing. Community's getting involved. This goes on for days and days. They're all supporting the family, and they're trying to find the daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where you say it could happen to you. The story starts to change a little bit, and they start getting a little
Uncle Bucky went in
suspicious
there.
of the parents, right? And now
Sold the kid.
These people in a foreign country start accusing the parents of maybe they did it. Maybe they're covering this up. Maybe the parents killed their own kid. And suddenly these two parents who are frantically looking for
Portuguese
their kid
prison.
are now being accused of killing their own kid and covering it up.
Where the fuck is Portugal? Is that by Spain?
It's connected to Spain.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
on the coast. But yeah, and so next thing you know, they're getting threatened with arrest and blah blah blah,
Well,
and they end up having to leave to go back to England just to get
Without
out of the
their
situation
baby.
without their kid. And you know, anyway,
Go ahead and spoil it. So,
yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
Hey, pause or fast forward
Spoiler
30
alert.
seconds.
Or you know
if
what?
you don't
Just
want to find out
fucking
what
fuck
happens,
you.
yeah.
You know, I say that there, right there. See it? You see it? You fuck you.
So
Spoiler alert, they never find the kid. It's been 10, 11, 12 years.
Oh,
and
fuck.
she's never turned
but
up.
they never found out who did it either.
Right. But there's all these suspicions that it was like a pedophilia ring, like an organized crime ring. of people
And now
that
she went into
kidnap
sex
kids,
trafficking.
And now she's who knows where.
Jesus.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And we
It's
live.
terrible.
That
Let me
is
finish
that
this
is
here.
fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad about that. And
But the parents, it took like 5 years for them to finally be
exonerated.
exonerated. Yep.
Sorry. Oh, that's
No more
fucking-
fireball for you, man. You bumping the equipment. And
Yeah.
shit.
Well, we have one each.
You were going to say something.
I was gonna say that.
Wiener.
I guess. Yeah. The wiener.
Check it out. It's something like
I was gonna
the
say something.
kidnapping
I was
of
actually
You don't know
gonna
the
say
name of
something.
it?
I was gonna say something with a lot of fucking substance, and it's
okay.
and it's just gone. It's
the
just
thought that
fucking
counts.
gone.
It's the thought that counts.
It'll come back. Stay tuned.
Probably not. Probably
yeah.
not. Because
So-
this is
So
one.
we got our beer review in. We got all of our controversial.
But we
topics
so we
in.
didn't rate it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't give it
Yeah.
a number
This
or,
is,
a rating.
I'm telling you, Joe, this is going to get a higher rating. For
I'm
me.
starting to think that my ratings are pointless.
No, nothing's
Well,
fun.
We all
'cause-
just want to know what Joe's going to say.
Well, right. We all
right.
want to know what Joe's going to say, but also, you have to have, in order to have a meaningful rating.
But there is
Thank
a
you.
barometer
Turning your
with
head.
your rating
Appreciate
now.
Yeah, a little bit.
But there is a barometer. If
Yeah.
if we have true tried listeners, there's a barometer with
Sure.
your rating.
But it's different though. It's like the guy on Barstool, right? Dave Portnoy, who's he does
Please don't.
he does a pizza review, right?
I know, but
But
don't,
he has
don't set your bar to
I'm not.
that.
I'm not. I'm just saying that. But I'm using him as an example because and he's just being funny and making money, right? But he rates fucking pizza, simple, just rating pizza. But he has criteria. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? You know? Is it New York style?
So
right?
he lets people know his
It's like,
criteria.
So like if he comes to St. Louis,
I don't.
If he comes to St. Louis and he eats an Emo's pizza, it's gonna suck because on his scale, even though I love Emo's pizza,
It's
and a lot of
already-
people
it's
do,
already shit.
but it's already fucking garbage because it's not a New York pizza. If he goes to Chicago and eats a piece of Lou Malnati's or what, a deep dish pizza, it's gonna be shit because it's not it's not a New York slice that you could pick up.
so then you can't go off
So
his
fuck
barometer.
that guy.
Well, no, but I'm just saying that if I'm going to give a rating every time, this
Right.
is just thoughts in my head.
But it's
This is
your own- but it's
commuting
your own-
thoughts, right? I'm driving. I'm
Yeah.
like, my fucking ratings don't mean shit.
Hey,
Why am I
but
doing
they
this?
do to you.
My life is a fucking waste. It's all a sham.
Drive
everybody.
off the bridge, then.
Yeah, I know.
Self-confidence, Ryan.
Well,
Come
but
on.
it just has to be given with a disclaimer that there's a rating that I give
No.
for your everyday drinker beers, the beers that I can
Okay.
drink a 12-pack of,
Yeah.
and then there's a
Honestly,
rating
now-
that I'm going to give for microbrews and IPAs and the more robust beers that I'm
So
only going
now
to drink two of. Three of.
I honestly have to think that now your scale sucks.
That's
you
exactly
honestly-
what I'm saying.
So pretty much, Ryan, just spit out your fucking number.
Do you like it? What do you
6.9.
think?
Wow. Okay. Well, whatever.
All right. Now, I like this beer quite a bit,
Yeah.
actually.
It's a
I
good
do too.
beer.
And I believe one of the highest ratings I've given was like 7.2, I think, and that might have been Bud Light.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, man, 7.3.
7.3. You know what I'm gonna do? And this is gonna be weird. Your first kiss.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Holy fuck!
That's a fucking bullshit review.
Hey, no,
come on, man.
Fuck you! You got so many goddamn. You got so many goddamn.
This guy
How good was your first
beer.
kiss, man?
He raved about this beer.
But I'll say this: with your all goddamn fucking subcategories, and I'll blow a microbrew if he gives me this, and then this is a lager. And
Your first kiss,
right here.
Hey,
all right, man. Well,
that's a
yeah, I'll
hell
take
of
it
a
for
review,
that's a review. I would expect. I don't know what I expect to be that would be at that scale. That's the pinnacle.
Is it?
I would say
Your first kiss is your pinnacle.
Well, it's a great moment in your life.
It's a great
I think.
moment in your life.
So it's a real close to a 10.
No.
It's way up there.
My first kiss was fucking terrible. I was so scared I almost shit myself.
Yeah, my first kiss was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know what I would think when I went into it.
Right. Okay.
But
all
I
right.
enjoyed it.
That's a good review.
Hey,
Joe.
see, now you qualified it. It makes a hell of a lot more sense. See, I should have never doubted Joe.
Right.
Everybody, should never doubt Joe.
If I have to explain,
his reviews.
it doesn't. It's not as good.
Yeah.
So-
well, but see, usually you use things like getting caught by your mom while you're jerking off, and that's
Golf
a bad
and vaginas.
experience.
Well,
That's
who
a bad
knows?
experience.
Who knows if that's a bad experience? If the camera's on, you might turn that into a 20-minute film.
There's a lot of porn about that
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. When I say
A lot
something,
of money's been made on that
Ryan, I'm
genre.
telling you right now. Now you might look into your
Jeez.
subcategories and shit, but when I'm telling you, when I say something, that shit's
I
fucking
should just
bond.
put it in the
It's
bank.
bond.
Put it in the
Now,
fucking
Our,
bank. Yeah.
our listeners need to go out and buy some Miller Genuine Draft.
personally
Now we're
suggest-
bucking for a sponsor from fucking Miller.
No.
We should be kissing
They-
the ass of the small
no,
guys
they-
that actually might come.
We'll get
No,
to that.
hell no, because all they brew is fucking dog piss.
That's
but
next.
so we're gonna go after South African brewing.
no,
What I'm saying
no,
is,
not. I don't want any of their fucking
our
money.
listeners, like any other beer, need to try this beer and see if they think
Okay.
I'll
their
say,
rating is
I'm with
the
you.
I'll
same
say
as ours.
this.
Yeah.
I don't want any of their fucking money because you know what Miller would do if they did
Joe,
come
we're-
in
we're
here
going for
and
an
sit
island
down.
Here, come on.
They're gonna give it to the brewers.
No, they're going to tell me how I have to talk.
Oh yeah. We don't
Right.
need overlords.
And you want to tell
Yeah.
me
True.
how I have to talk?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah.
I'll say this right now. For anyone out there listening and watching now, we will always be true, tried and true. No one's ever going to tell me or these two what the fuck we have to say. We're going to say what we want to say. We're going to tell you what we want to say. We're going to tell you what we think, and that's it. And that's fucking it.
Yeah.
And if you want,
Hell yeah.
and if you want to put your fucking money where your mouth is and back this, it's only because you feel the same way. You're
Now-
proud of your product. You're proud of what we'd say.
As I drink a Bud Light.
If they want
Hey, Bud Light's a great beer.
if
Bud
they
Light
want
is
to
a-
put their money
Bud
where
Light-
their mouth is,
You know what? Bud Light is to
right
me,
up there with First Kiss.
It's probably my marriage. It's probably
Oh,
my
wow.
wedding kiss.
Wow.
If I was to say, wow,
Didn't we? Well, what did we do Bud Light?
I don't
feel
know.
like
I don't think we have
we
done
haven't
Bud
done a
Light.
dedicated
But
Bud
I
Light.
would
No
say,
shit.
I would say,
Right
Bud
on
Light,
there.
Bud Light has gotten me through probably the hardest times in my life.
The best times and the worst times.
Right.
Yeah.
They are the best and the worst. They're the sticks. The best of times.
So if you, but see, think about it this way: if you were born in Milwaukee,
I'd
would've-
feel that
that would
way.
have been Miller Lite.
Right.
The guys through all those times.
Possibly, possibly, unless I would have fucking tasted what I wanted
If
to
you
drink.
were born in Minnesota, it would have been hams.
Thank God you weren't born in Memphis. I don't know what you're drinking down there. Piss out of a boot.
Fucking
Some IPA shit.
Beale Street Dick. I don't know. So it is.
if our
I
fans-
would say, yeah.
If they
and
want to
this
let
is
us
real
know
close.
what they think about MGD,
Yeah.
how
Leave a
can they get
comment
hold of
right
us?
below this this video
This
that you
video
hopefully are
on
watching.
YouTube.
If you're not, you should go check us out on YouTube.
But you know what? You should know.
get a load of this
We're real.
podcast on YouTube.
We're fucking real.
This is our maiden voyage. If it works out, this is really intended to be kind of a test run of the
Right.
video equipment. So we're doing this Hopefully it turns out.
I might accidentally delete this
Hopefully-
video.
yeah,
between
hopefully-
now and
Jared-
No, fucking now. We're putting this out. We're
Hopefully
putting this
that
fucking
camera's
out.
still recording, and hopefully
It looks
Jared
like it
doesn't
is.
fuck up the
Next
transfer.
time you see us, we're gonna have makeup and fancy clothes and like.
I don't need
Oakland
no
I'll
guys.
probably have on less clothes.
Yeah.
I got on Ice Cube tonight.
Nice. It's working for
He
you.
dressed up for us tonight. You know, he
Actually
knew he was going to
didn't.
be on camera.
I
got my Cardinal red on.
This is
it's
my work
not Cardinal.
outfit.
That's New Balance.
Well, it's Cardinal
Close
red,
enough.
though. It's
Yeah.
red. The red is of Cardinals. But it is New Balance. Because I don't know why. Anyway. All right, let's wrap this up. So we got more coming soon.
We do. We have a lot. Well, we have more coming soon. Totally, because this is.
We want to thank everybody for listening and now for watching.
Yeah.
We got our new table, our new setup, our cameras, our lights. It's all fucking cool.
You know what's fucked up is you guys are actually going to probably at one point see me standing and then probably falling down.
They've already seen you go take a piss, so, you know.
Well, you put a camera in there
I'm
too?
not editing that out. Well, they didn't see you take a
Okay.
piss. I'm
Jesus,
seeing
I was
that
starting to
you
get worried for a second.
Hey,
I was just
you
say,
know.
if that's true, I'm shitting. I will shit here tonight. You people will see my colon asshole.
Who was it? It wasn't
that
James
came
Brown.
out
Who was
wrong.
it? Who was it that had the cameras
Chuck
in the back?
Berry.
Chuck Berry. That's right.
Nice.
Wentzville.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Cardinals are 8-4. Eighth
Well,
inning.
it's baseball season, so
Awesome.
now it means something. As usual.
Fuck the Cubs.
Oh,
They're
God
playing the
damn it,
fucking
Ryan.
Brewers.
I know, but we
So?
We fucking the Brewers?
No, hell no.
Oh,
Ryan's ready to buy, or Joe's ready to buy their caps.
Possibly.
yeah.
I need a new hat.
I got a problem with that. I don't think you should buy a Brewers cap. I
Yeah, I
think
got a problem with that, too.
interdivisional is off limits, right?
What about
Yeah.
what about the Pirates though?
That's a good looking cap. That's a really good looking cap.
Black
Division.
cat with the P.
Yeah.
I like that hat.
You got to
I
go
almost thought about doing.
different league.
You should
different
talk
coach.
to Chuck because Chuck.
I thought about doing a black with the Reds with the Mr. Baseball.
Yeah. That's a good looking lid too.
That's it.
The Chuck was big into buying all the MLB caps, and he's got he's got
All
a
of them?
dozen of them.
Fuck.
He's got a bunch, and I think he's grown. You never buy caps whenever you're like 13
Well,
because
yeah,
you're
as
never
you
going to be able to wear
Right.
them for very long. So now he's got all these caps, and they look beautiful on his shelves in his bookcase in his room. And
And I'm sure he's not paying for them, so you're
yeah,
buying
well, he got it for
every cap in
birthdays and
Major-
Christmas and
Major
stuff,
League
but he's
Baseball.
got a Brewers hat. I didn't buy that. I was against that purchase. He's got a Pirates hat, I believe, but he's like the Detroit Tigers, which is a good looking hat.
That's
You're talking
it.
about the
It is,
old
yeah.
English
I
lettering.
like
That's
the
right
old
here.
style.
it's a real good look. Yeah,
Nice.
Joe boy.
it's got a he's what else has he got? Well, he's obviously got a Cardinals hat, but he's a Astros. Whenever they came out with the first year of the throwback star
Yeah.
with the H on it, he was all
The
about
one they're
that.
wearing now.
Yeah, with the orange brim, blue
Yeah.
hat, navy
Oh
blue hat.
no. The one I've seen is like the dark navy blue with the H and it's
Yeah.
And the star behind it.
yeah, but it's not like a full star.
Oh, okay. I don't have to take a look.
I
You know
what
what
you're
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's a
anyway,
little
Chuck's got
older
good taste in hats, and I'd ask him for his opinion if I was you. See what he says about because
Well, I have to see him before I leave tomorrow
I think
early
Oakland
morning.
is a good play. You got
Because
street
I'm,
cred.
I'm running up to Flowtown, and then I'm gonna.
yeah. Well, you might.
Hey,
He's got
and
the
we got a big Oakland, San Francisco audience here, so
This
I
is
think
true.
you need to go with the green
hey,
and gold.
Giants hat. As much as I do not like the San Francisco Giants, they got a good looking hat too. I mean, it's black with the orange SF on
Black
it.
and orange, which is
It's
tried
good.
and true here in town.
That's good. Yeah, there's
and
not
they're
honestly.
one of the few teams with the like cream white
Yeah.
jersey instead of bright white.
Well, now the Cardinals' third jersey.
Yeah, but I kind of like that about San
Yeah,
Francisco.
they
were
have a
different.
good. So there's only. I mean, I would say it's easier to say what baseball caps do I hate, and the Cubs are up there. It's one of the most boring hats. It's the fucking stupid.
but
the one
sometimes
with
the
the Bear's better. You know, if they,
sometimes the most boring hats are the best. Like Yankees, I like the Yankees.
but see, that's
hat.
still classic. It's got a script. It's got something
Yeah.
to it. STL is that it's got something to it. There's LA. I mean, they're simple, but there's something to it. This is just a fucking block letter C.
I'm probably gonna get a Well, that's how Cleveland is.
True, but they've had other
I don't really
variants
like
though.
theirs either.
They've had
See,
the
I like
cheap,
the
they've
I
had
like
the cheap Wahoo.
Yeah, I like him on the hat.
That's a good look. You know what I was just thinking? We were talking about the A's earlier. They have their third logo or whatever is an elephant. I have no idea why it's an elephant.
I do know why, but I forget why.
So you don't know
I
why.
looked it up
Right.
because I thought,
I
what the
did
fuck
know
is that?
what you meant to say is I did know
I
why.
did
but
know
Fireball
why.
killed that brain
Now I
cell.
know why.
All right, let's dance this
But anyway,
off.
get the green hat with the white
like
elephant on it. With
I won't do that.
feels
that's
like
a
an
good looking
outtake.
hat, man.
But
Well, we just ran off the fucking rails. It's what happens. And welcome to the show. So, if you've already found us on YouTube, if you're watching this, if you haven't, check us out on YouTube. Get a load of this podcast. No, yes.
Yeah,
get a load of this
like
podcast.
that.
correct.
On YouTube.
And if you can't stand the sight of our ugly mugs, you can just download the
Fuck you.
audio in a podcast
on
any of your favorite
Apple
podcast
iTunes,
apps.
on Google Podcasts,
Spotify.
Spotify.
If you turn on AM and go all the way to the left,
Chances are
we're on there.
All right.
iHeartRadio. But yeah, and then hit us up on the social media. Load this podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Fucking do it.
And let's try this one more time because I fucked up the last time. As usual,
fuck the Cubs. Until next time, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
It's Joe.
And get a load of this.
My ears are sweating.
Our first video, guys.
I got a hard on.
You want up?
What did you just say? Did you say you have a hard on? I thought that's what you said.
It was a joke.
Jerking off. I mean,
Let's go for a ride.
we've all
Jerk him off.
What do you think? We've all seen the documentary. You go over there.
do that.
You right there.
It's like what he's doing. No go. No. Yeah. Got it.
Well,
What is it?
Nose goes.
yeah, nose goes.
I'm not jerking him off.
My kids do that all the time with the dog.
My dog
Dog
does
eats
too,
their
and I
dog,
said,
like,
all right, let's do our outtakes.
It says it's recording, Jared.
Thank you.
Fucking bright.
Can I put my wiener in? Oh, I'm going to have to make a drink and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
have to.
go ahead.
We got outtakes. We got time.
Yeah, we
Go
got
ahead.
outtakes. Let's do.
I mean,
So you didn't answer my question.
I forget, what was your question?
So I'm buying two
Oh yeah,
hats.
you want a different. Oh, you want to know what team can you cheat on the Cardinals with?
What?
The Oakland A's.
Damn, goddamn shame.
It is the phone though,
It
definitely.
is for sure the phone. Let's see. If you go AL,
Oakland A's.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cardinals and the A's have no bad blood. Tony La Russa, Mark McGuire. We got a lot of heritage with
What's
them.
his name? The one that left because his
Eckersley,
Piscotti. Yep.
Piscotti.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That's a good play.
We've never faced them in postseason, to my knowledge. Maybe in the very early,
I don't know,
but then
yeah.
they were in Philadelphia. So,
You got,
or they were in Kansas City or some shit like that.
Green and red, nice complementing colors.
It's not green and red. It's
Green and
Well,
yellow.
I'm saying Cardinals are red, A's are green. You got the.
I would, if
together.
I was to buy an A's hat, I would buy a solid green one though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to with the gold A.
Yeah,
Yep.
with a gold A, or even if you could find like an old school one with a white A.
That sounds racist.
Plus, Oakland has some like street cred.
Yeah, yeah.
You're too short. Too short.
What other teams? I mean, I
Too
think
short.
there's not a lot that we don't have some history with.
Yeah, you know what? No, I'll tell you this, and I've thought about it, and I really want one, but I don't want one. Is Dodgers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Only because we kicked that ass. We spanked that ass.
yeah.
and it's a good looking hat.
It is a good looking
Good
uniform and hat. Yep.
And I'm all about West Coast rap.
Best logo in baseball, though, as much as I hate them, and I hate to say it, is the Brewers.
Really? He
glove,
just said tonight he likes
that
the
glove
Brewers.
is tight as fuck.
that's
I
it's
looked
some
at
of the
that.
best
That's the 82 shit, though.
artwork.
Yeah.
The Expos was good too. Still don't know what the hell the
Mm-hmm.
Expos thing means, but it looks like an M, but it also looks like
I'm going
something in
this.
French. Like
Oh, yeah. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I forget what it's. It's
Fuck,
like
no,
LEB, like Les
Oh,
Exhibitioneurs de
right.
Baseball
Game on
or
the
something like
Creole.
that. But
Yeah.
but it's also an M. So yeah, it's just good design. But the Brewers one with the glove, man,
Yeah.
it's widely regarded, I think, too, as one of the best out there, which is why they smartly brought it back.
I'm kind of partial to the vintage font, like the Detroit and the
Yeah.
White Sox and
The old English fonts.
yeah, I like those. But you're right, the Brewers glove is good. I like Oakland green. There's
Oakland's
something
always
else.
been one of my favorites.
Something about their uniforms where is it the white shoes with white pants? I think that
Yeah.
something stands out with their.
Well, they're all
uniforms.
white. I think
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a requirement of the team, but
Yeah.
I gotta probably get on this.
Ooh, couldn't hurt.
Right.
This is headphones.
I can't hear my snare.
That's headphones. Yeah, you
Okay.
can turn that up if you can't hear it enough.
No, I can hear
No,
it fine.
I'm golden.
Can we all hear it?
Yeah, that's way loud. I don't need to hear me like that. I can't hear my snare.
All right.
Well, what are we going to talk about? Fuck.
I don't know.
You know what? I honestly think some of our best work is Seinfeld. I know that you had that Smollett shit in there. We can dance down that road.
So, I know you want to stay away from politics, and I get it. What I wasn't saying to go down the politics. I'm saying this world we're living in right now is fucking upside down. This world is completely...
It's coddled and catered.
Nah, it's not. I mean, it's not even that. The shit that's in the fucking news is crazy shit.
Right.
We gotta start.
Yeah.
Let's start it.
Yeah, that's all I was getting at. So,
are you okay with talking?
We start getting down. Smollett. We start talking about politics and shit.
No, I don't want to talk about that either.
Step into.
That's fine.
I'll start
talking about your wiener again
or something.
Yeah.
I do have something that I want to bring up to you guys.
No, we're not gonna discuss the Mueller fucking probe. We're not gonna
because as much as you know that no one wants to hear about sports. I know no one wants to hear about politics.
Yeah, I know.
We know that from the numbers.
Yeah. My swath of people that I talk to.
Yeah, but I think that. Well, let's just get into it. It's not. Right. Small's not a political thing.
No, but I don't want to.
I mean, it kind of is because he fucking lied about shit.
Honestly, how much can I make fun of it? Because I have to be able to put my comedy into this, or else, honestly,
I think there's a whole lot you can make fun of about that
Turn
fucking
the
guy.
lights out in Georgia.
That fucking guy. Anyway, hit the go button.
Yeah.
All right.